Today I want to post to YouTube um, a little discussion here on what is God. I've been reading about this for many years. I actually, my qualifications are that I've been hit by lightning twice, um, and I've had two very intense and mysterious spiritual experiences, once as a Christian and once not as a Christian, early in my life. So what's happened to me is that for some reason, I intuitively seem to know what God is. Um, and I'm a little frustrated to read about it and see the misinformation that's really out there coming from all spiritual leaders, really. Everybody's got, all the spiritual disciplines have a little bit of it, but they're missing actually some of the most important qualities of God, aspects of God, like that. So I just want to pass along what I know, and that's what I want to do. So to start with, uh, we need to understand that God is so much higher than we are as an entity that it's really next to impossible to understand even minuscule aspects of what God is. We know a tiny bit, but really 99% of what God is we don't know. We are grandiose is not quite the right word, but we seem to think that we are very smart organisms, and we really aren't. We human beings have been able to do all sorts of things, and some of that is impressive, but we're still very limited, extremely so. Um, I think the analogy I like to use is that my IQ is maybe a little better than average. I'm maybe a bit above 100, which is the average. God's IQ is infinity. Um, I think the little example I like to use is as high above an amoeba as we are. Think how smart an amoeba is and how smart we are. God is at least that, there's at least that much distance and more, of course, because God's IQ is infinity, uh, between us and God. Excuse me. So imagine trying to have a conversation with an amoeba. It's really impossible. Uh, there's no way that an amoeba could begin to even fathom 1 zillionth, 1 trillionth of what we know, or at the level of our awareness, like that. Yes, so God does exist. The Gestalt principle in nature teaches us this, that smaller aspects of life always reorganize themselves into higher order systems. Small things make larger things. The other thing is the old the Gestalt principle is the whole is greater than the sum of the parts. So God, everything that we can observe in nature and in the universe and in the cosmos, that's all a part of God, and all of that makes something that we really can't see because God is infinitely big. I hope you can begin to understand that. Infinity really figures very significantly and prominently into what God is and how we need to think about what God is and what existence is. We really don't fathom the concept of infinity very well at all. It seems as though we've kind of reduced infinity to some mathematical construct, and it's really not. It's more of a time and space construct, and math is just a feeble attempt to describe it numerically. So I'll talk more about that. So everything in the universe makes something that is God. Now, another thing I know is that God is very paradoxical, which is, I think, aligned with infinity. So I'm going to contradict myself here and say that God, one part of God is so large and infinite that it's really unaware of us. However, there's another part of God that is very aware of us, highly aware. In fact, God is so all-inclusive, is not quite the right word there either, that God is aware of everything. Every electron that spins in every atom in existence, God is very aware of that electron on a moment-to-moment basis. If you could go down to the microscopic level, beyond microscopic, the particle physics level, God is acutely aware of each electron that's spinning. God is aware of, I'm going to use some Christian references along the way, but, every hair on your head, every feather in every sparrow. Those analogies aren't entirely accurate, but God is aware of everything. Paradoxically, God is not aware, God is aware. Different aspects of God. Two things that exist at the same time that are both true, which our little pea-brains cannot really fathom. Since I have some level of Christianity in my background, I choose to think of it sort of as God the Father is so infinite that it has no awareness of us, just as I don't have awareness of the skin cell in my little pinky. That everything makes up what God is. But God exists at the macro level and the micro level. So God also exists there with the electron, there with the ant, there with the whatever, the amoeba. Right. So let me pause it there for a second and you can supplement it.